So my show is called Organized Chaos, and from what you can see, it's basically just pictures of nature that I brought, and it's fine depictions of what like bringing order to nature would look like. And I've just done that by creating shapes and putting shapes into the pictures of nature that I've gotten. So the process was just selecting images of nature and animals, plants, and a pineapple, and yeah, just bring it into a program called Adobe Illustrator, and from there I just drew them and traced them, and just selected, used shapes to put them all together, and then selected the right color to create the full picture. So as I was drawing the shapes in the giraffe, for example, I was just noticing that just how cool it was that they were all different, and how like every giraffe has like different shapes. And I think that brings meaning to my show, and that God is an artist and He created us all differently. We're all humans and we all made of the same things and we have the same necessities, but at the same time we're also unique and different and complex, and God has given us special talents that makes us special. It creates something greater that we are. And so just as in my art, there are, you know, the same shapes like triangles and squares, and so if you look at it closely, it's just like shapes put together, but taking a step back, you see the real image and what I intended it to be and what God intended us to be. So to quote Deepak Chopra, I just found this quote and I thought it was really relevant and just spoke to my show. There are no extra pieces in the universe. Everyone is here because he or she has a place to fill, and every piece must fit itself into the big jigsaw puzzle. I just thought that was really cool how it fit with my show, and all the pieces just coming together to fill, just to become one big thing that we're intended to be here for. So I leave you with this. As you look at my art, just keep in mind that everything you are, the good parts and the bad, creates who you are as a whole and what God intended you to be, and that is something very unique and special.
Okay, so did you first take the picture into Illustrator and use the pen tool to trace it, or that's what you did? Did you like do just like go through a bunch of pictures, or did you do like thumbnails, or was it just like right off the bat with Illustrator?
There was like quite a process of trying to find the right animals and like just cool, unique things to do for that. So yeah, and a lot of them I made different first. Like I just put the shapes in and then decided if I want to be black or white or color. So yeah, cool. It's a process.
As I've been finishing up and getting everything together, it's been a really exciting process. As how I originally started my senior show and how it's ended up, it's been really different and really exciting to kind of discover what I'm passionate about, and just the different qualities and things that I've found in my artwork that I've enjoyed, and different things that I'm drawn to as an artist. My process was taking woodcut prints, or doing woodcut, taking birch plywood and sanding it down and preparing it, and I've just been really drawn to that organic medium, and I really wanted to bring that into my artwork through the different grains and different things that come with the natural wood, instead of doing like lino cut, which is with rubber. I really wanted to do something organic and have that nature feel to it. Last semester I worked in a watercolor class and tested out this idea of weaving watercolors together, and with that it kind of sparked this idea that I could take a medium that was really harsh, such as woodcut, cut and combine it together with a watercolor and just create something really unique and different that I found myself really addicted to doing after a while, just cutting those pieces of paper up and preparing it. And my images are of different things that help you see things more clearly. So glasses help you see where like direction, or not direction, but help you see things more clearly when you can't see very well, or a compass is seeing direction, or light bulb when it's dark, you turn it on, you can see it. And I think art's done that for me in a lot of different ways. It's helped me see life more clearly, it's helped me observe color differently and view the world in a really unique way. With that, I've done a lot of traveling over the past couple of years, especially with missions trips, and my heart's been really huge for missions in this global perspective. So in the place of the lens, I've implemented architecture and landscape and brought that kind of together just to kind of show you of the things that I'm passionate about and what's helped me see life a little bit more clear, and hopefully inspire you to look at my art and be encouraged and excited about all the amazing things that are out there in the world when it comes to art and when it comes to landscapes. And yeah, so that's my show, and I'm just so thankful for all of your support and your encouragement, and it's been a really big blessing to be working on this and have it done. So, so thank you guys so much.
What takes longer, the actual like painting or weaving?
Well, the woodcut took the longest. Some of them were relief prints, and some of them I used 2 blocks for. So the carving took quite a while, but I think once I got into the rhythm of how to weave it and the different ways of cutting the paper, I think it started to go by quicker. So I think the carving was the longest part, and yeah, I think it was the carving. For sure. Yeah.
Do you have like an artist or some sort of style that inspires you to do this kind of thing?
Yeah, there's an artist named Mark Johnson, and he does printmaking, but he also does illustrations, and his prints kind of look like illustrations, but they're very like cleanly cut, and he does lino cut, but his artwork is kind of like quirky looking, and he has a lot of like small scribbles here and there, or I don't know, lots of like bright colors mixed with kind of neutral colors, and I think his artwork's really inspired me to kind of pick up that color scheme and implement that into my show. Yeah, he's really great. Look him up if you haven't yet. He's really cool. Jordan?
Which is your favorite piece and why?
I think my favorite piece is the magnifying glass one, because it was the first one that I carved into. I originally was going to have just the plain prints before I would weave them together. I had just the plain prints, and then I was inspired to weave them, but that was the one that I started with that kind of inspired me, because I was doing it for fun, and then I was like, I need to do this for my senior show. So I think that's one that encouraged me the most, and I really enjoyed doing it. So that would be my favorite. Yeah.
Where did you get the idea of weaving watercolors? Did it just like epiphany, or like did you see it on Pinterest, or?
I know Dr. Greiner gave me a book, and inside the book there was an artist, I cannot remember her name, but she did different watercolor weaves that were really intricate, that did different diagonals and squares, and she did a lot of like collages on top of it too, so some of them have like additional pieces like glued on top of them, and I saw that and wanted to pursue that more, so I did more watercolors, and I did more, I tried to do it with prints, and the prints are on like really thin like matzo paper, and then the watercolor paper is kind of thick, so it was kind of cool to like have the textures come together to create a cohesive piece.
Cool.
Megan?
So you're talking really about seeing things more clearly, and I'm curious if through the process there were themes for yourself that emerged that you did see more clearly, personally through your art.
I think there's art therapy. I think I started to see that. You mean like did I see more clearly through my art?
Well, just what
up, or they all they kind of had this flower theme, and I think I just saw that my style or there's little scribbles, but my style was more, I liked the illustrative look towards it. I liked having control over it, which is why I really liked the printmaking, because you have a lot of control over it. And I think I found myself liking doing prints more than I liked anything else, because I liked having control over it. Yeah, and I think that's what I found myself what I was attracted to as an artist. And I think my entire 4 years of school, I've kind of dipped into different mediums and seen things that I've been drawn to, but I think this helped confirm my favorite and helped me see why I love art and why I want to pursue art as a career. And I don't think I'd figured that out till just this semester.
What kind of things do you see yourself doing next? I mean, what kind of things are you thinking about now that may shape your work in the future?
Like career-wise for after school?
Your art, your themes.
Oh, my theme?
Yeah.
Well, my theme was kind of just seeing more clearly globally. I think my passion for the world in general has kind of grown a little bit more, and I've become more curious about it